people own pets, typically a fish or a dog and cats, but not a lot of people own exotic pets. There are quite a few exotic animals out there that people own as pets, but there are 3 that I find really bizarre that are actually really, really cool, that can be legally owned as pets, I might add, such as a cootamundi, a skunk, and a capybara. The first is called a capybara. These are considered the world's largest rodents. Like, they're huge. They can be grown up to be like 140 pounds. And but the cool thing about them is that they are aquatic. So they have to be around water in order to survive. They were originally from South America, but they brought them over to the States. And these creatures are actually really, really smart. They're playful and they're very social. So usually you should have one or two of them. 2 or 3. Capybaras are like horses in a sense because of their digestive system. They have something called a cecum that they need in order to digest their food properly. Otherwise, they throw up or it doesn't go through. And they also like to eat their droppings like rabbits, which is actually really gross. On average, 3.5% of people of the population own them. The next is called cootamundi. I work at a vet clinic and I've seen quite a few of these at work. They are part of the raccoon family. They're kind of big. They can weigh up to be like 20, 25 pounds. They're a lot like cats. They like to nuzzle and rub up on you, but they can be actually kind of mean. If you don't work with them a lot, they bite, so keep them away from children. They're from the forest in Central America, and they need water too, also, to live. But they like heights, so a lot of times they crawl up on your shoulder, and they like to stay there and look around. And then the next is skunks.
It's 5 o'clock.
Skunks can make pretty neat pets. They're clever, like foxes. They like to be held like dogs. And they can actually be trained to use a litter box like cats, which I think is pretty cool. But a lot of people don't like to own skunks because they think they smell. But they only spray out of like fear. So that's why if you get them, you should get them when they're babies. That way you can train them not to use it, and you can also get that gland removed. So you don't have to worry about them spraying at all. Another cool thing about skunks is that they actually purr. They purr like cats. I think that's actually pretty cool. But yeah, there are a lot of exotic animals out there, but those 3 I find really cool. Oh yeah, thank you guys for coming out here today.
Thank you. You don't have to hate it.